Ladies and gentlemen, is this working? I feel like turning on this setup is so much fun with all the devices going on that I don't know if I missed something or if I'm doing something wrong or back with the show. Hello. Okay, I've been thinking about this boss fight because we've had many attempts so far, and oops, what are we gonna do about it? The little green monster is what's messing us up. So instead of stunning it, I have an idea. We want to not do quite that, but no. That was weird. Whoops. Okay. Darn it. Load. We got this. We just need I just need to figure out the very beginning because I know how the middle part should be. Well, without my super duper IBM keyboard, I'm gonna run into that a lot. Ouch. I wish he would stop kicking me. Okay, maybe we gotta shoot him at least once. Buy us a little bit of time. Whoops. I have to figure out how to get him to the other side of the screen. I have to get over here. Ah, okay. Yeah. That's the idea. Actually, he can kick me all he wants because that makes it so that I can hit the escape key a little easier. Keen, you pull out your blaster too slowly. Too slowly. Okay. Darn it. Slipping off the platforms. My problem is that this platform is already on its way up, and it's going up too soon. All the platforms are not where I need them to be. So maybe didn't get high enough, I guess. Yeah, thank you. Darn it, I need some way to stun the boss. Huh? Game over? Game over? Ah, I hate that game over. It makes me exit out all the people on the credit list. Darn it! How did he do that? There you go. Falling down like that. Oh, that's an interesting idea. I have to stun him on my way up. Stun him here, and then miss all the buttons. Okay. Oh, this is so much harder than that should be. Is he? Is he? Is he gone? And that should be it. Got it. Oh man, that's great. Pretty cheeky. Elaine, along with the stunned Quirk, collapses to the ground, furiously scanning his surroundings for his henchmen. His rage only grows upon realizing he is all alone. Keen turns to see Craig, who has managed to free himself from the guards, beating him and stun them in place. You okay, dude? You took quite a beating, Keen asks Keen concernedly.
Have you? No damage done. I am great.
And without any brain percussion. Know what now? That's a good one. I like that. Oh, this was not supposed to... Oh, I have to do an alien voice. How do I do it?
This was not supposed to...
Nah, he has to be kind of like... Is he a robot? I don't know.
This was not supposed to end like this. I should have killed you when I had the chance. You boys will destroy thousands of lives if you lay a hand on me.
Mia runs into the room, her laser rifle fully loaded. How can the laser rifle be loaded? She points her gun at Elaine. Alone. Get out of the way, me. Well, what a shot. Uh-oh.
You will die here. I have waited all my life for this moment.
Keen jumps at Mia to stop her, but she turns her gun at the commander.
Listen, human boy, don't come between me and my vengeance. I don't want to shoot you, but I will if you try to stop me. Some people just deserve to die.
Keen looks at Mia, and he notices her hands are shaking. I won't try to stop you, Mia. I trust you'll do the right thing. Elaine laughs maniacally. Mia turns her gun back to him, pointing it right between his eyes.
Oh, you're
Bab's daughter, right? I remember shooting your father in the back as he was about to leave my office. He had the audacity to tell me how to run my business. He was a treacherous scum, just like your brother. Aurora would turn into a hellhole if it were not for me. Uh-oh. Mia's eyes turn all watery. Her aim is getting less precise as her shaking gets worse.
Your hands are shaking, dear. Maybe you should try to return to your rebel base, washing dishes or whatever worthless task they gave you to do.
Craig yells at Mia.
He's trying to get you angry, Mia. Don't do it. Let him face justice.
Seconds go by. The intensity grows with each second that passes. Everyone is looking at Mia and her finger, which is dancing around the trigger of her laser rifle. A few minutes pass. A minute passes in complete silence. Elaine doesn't stop grinning at the alien rebel soldier, who now feels like a frightened little girl. Just as she was one when she was left all alone in this world, Elaine took everything from her. Finally, she lowers her gun and says,
I'm sorry if I pointed my gun at you, human boy. You were right. It's not up to me to decide what happens with him.
Keen nods, and just as he was about to say something, Lieutenant Barker walks into the room.
All right. I see you guys have everything under control.
Let's find this sneaky little weasel on night's prison cell, shall we? Mia turns her back to Al, who's clutching his chest on the floor. You have honor, Mia. It's something your father had too, right until... Al pulls out his laser pistol under his jacket, points it at Mia, and stands back on his feet. A loud zap sound echoes throughout the room. What a villain. Yeah. Al falls to the floor with a loud thud. Behind him appears a figure with a blaster in his hands. It's Mortimer McMire. Now we're even, Captain Clown. You and your band of jesters are safe now. Everyone looks at Mort with confusion on their faces. Why his mortal enemy would have saved him and his friends is something that Keen cannot comprehend at the time. But why, asks Keen. Don't mistake this gesture for some sign of friendship, 314. We're even now, and that's that. All that drama on Azure Astrid, and how embarrassing it was to be captured by this idiot here and then saved by that same moron left me in a state of confusion. Keen, it will be me who brings you to ruin, not some low-life alien cyborg guy. It's best that you keep that in mind. As Mortimer was about to leave, Craig grabbed him by the shoulder. Hey, Morty, buddy. Morty. Look at... Look, I know that we ain't friends and all that, but you being the smartest being in the universe, I gotta ask you a question only you can answer. All right, Craig, I'll allow one question and one question only. What do you want me to explain to you? Chaos theory, the meaning of life, string theory, or something that's more right up your alley? What number comes after 7? No, man. Just how did Al know how to speak English, being an alien and all that? Mort looks at Craig, then at Keen, then back at Craig, then back at Keen, and is this to Keen? This guy is your right-hand man, 314? Seriously? I'm as amazed as you are, Mort. Actually, you can take him with you. I mean, can you take him with you? Says Keen with a smirk on his face. Oh man, that's a valid question, dudes. You guys are nuts, says Craig with a disappointing frown on his face. Mort turns around as he is about to leave and says under his chin, sometimes I wish I had a band of merry jesters, just like you have, Keen. Later, chumps. That's a funny picture. That's not quite in the style. At least the faces aren't quite. But it's no problem. Just sometime later, Craig, Lindsay, and Keen sit on the sidewalk back on Earth, conversing and joking around. I can't imagine going back to school again, Billy. Everything is so boring after you discover your neighbor is a famous space hero. Craig kicks a pebble that was beside his foot. As he says that, Lindsay suddenly extends her arm over Craig's shoulder and hugs him. Uh-oh. You know, everyone gives you a hard time, but you're a good kid, Craig. And now I don't have to worry as much about Keen as I did now that he has you looking out for him. Don't change, Craig. And you, Keen, don't make fun of him. He may not be as smart as you, but he is still your friend. Craig blushes, and to break the tension, he punches Keen in the shoulder. Ouch, what was that for? He says Keen with a wide smile across his face. To remind you that every time you're in trouble, Chief, General Cool is here to save you. Keen looks up at the clouds and asks... Lindsay looks up at the clouds and asks Keen, I can't read tonight, I'm sorry. It couldn't have happened at a worse time because this is where all the reading is. Uh-oh. What do you think will happen to Azura after it loses its remaining power? Most likely an all-out war between the rich and the poor. Rebels will take over Neon City, the grid will shut down, and more people will die after there is peace. Oh, more people will die before there is peace, says Keen while adjusting his helmet. No, man. Oh man. There's no silver lining no matter what we do, says Craig as he throws a pebble across the street, almost hitting Jenkins' car parked beside the road. That's justice for you. There is no balance of right and wrong. Fairness is something you take from one place and move it to another, and it leaves a hole there, and the more you move it around, the more damage you do. It's just the way life is. I don't know. Says Keen while looking into the clouds. Lindsay puts her hand on Keen's shoulder and says, "We'll see what the future brings. And we'll face it with courage and determination. Right, boys?" Aye, yeah. Nothing we can do about it now but wait, says Craig as he stretches his legs. Oh boy. A dreadful place, void of bloom, a violet wasteland shrouded in gloom. Even the bad man could never assume what our heroes would save Aurora from doom. What? A neat poem? That's great. Is this a song? We can make it into a song. As dusk approach over the yonder, friends gather to forget their somber. So they laughed as sun went under, a fellowship so strong it could never sunder. End of the series. Hey, there's our old friends. To look into the future, combine the two resonant words. This means having to witness the violent wasteland of Craig's and Keen's perspective. Question mark, question mark. Question mark, question mark. Okay, so as soon as we know what to do, the boss fight is pretty easy and maybe repeatable if we had to. But now the idea is to, no saving it, is to quit out, and then I have to move back to here. And this is where we did this part. Now we have to play as Keen. We're going to get the ending again and get access to the future. I think that's how it should work, because we're into the password. Invalid password. I don't know what the password is, because this cool little program makes things crazy. So, join us again some other time for a playthrough of Play It with Craig. See you later.